Hey, what is going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video here on Marvel Strike Force. My voice is slowly getting better. Sometimes I get this random coughing fit, but hopefully my voice returns to normal pretty soon. This is the last bit of my symptoms, I guess. So, anyways, what we're here to talk about today. Also happy, interesting timing of my release on my video yesterday. When I was talking about Amalekith the Accursed. Now, I did know that there was something coming called the Accursed Team. I knew this. And we'll see whether or not anything that I had said in my video yesterday comes true. So there's been a lot of talk, namely regarding around him. And also, apparently, there was like some team called the Legion Accursed, but it was like something like Mephisto and like 99 other villains. And I mean, like, realistically, I think it's something from the Asgard realms, that kind of thing. So we'll see what ends up happening as far as character releases go. There were some new changes as well with Arena adding intel, and this has caused a bit of a stir because the amount of intel that you get is practically fuck all. And this is supposed to be replacing Arena credits, which you could use to buy L for training modules. We'll talk this a little bit. We're also going to be talking primarily about the Quasar Scourge nodes and their enemies. The enemies listings for the first 8 nodes are out, and I do want to cover them in a little bit of detail here in today's video. So if you're ready to go, everybody, let's boil this down. Okay, so there were these posts on Reddit that got my attention. I'm recording this from 2 a.m. Pacific time, just PS, because this is my morning. Rank 1 in Arena buys less than 6 T4 trade. I'm trying not to laugh too hard because sometimes that causes me to cough. So, Rank 1 pays out 2,000 intel. T4s are 7,200. So, there's a huge issue, I suppose, with the way that they and Mobile Gamer talked about this in this video. I did catch this one, that T4 training modules are still here, right? Like, as of me recording, it's still here. In fact, just to show you, because why not? I'm gonna blow some power cores. You can buy them, right? And so you're getting some good deals here. But when it comes to this, you definitely are not. Not to mention, it's a premium currency that everyone is spending on G20 minis for 40k. And even after the G20 minis, you're going to be buying probably the most recent character. In this case, it would be Victoria Hand and Songbird, things like that. So why in Galactus name are we supposed to be buying this for intel when it was perfectly available here? Maybe not perfect, but it's definitely damn better than what is just going to be here. And I think that's a huge step in the wrong direction. But that's just me. So it's not good. Arena rewards nerfed 25 times. So again, same kind of thing, but 2 different posts. 90 upvotes, 80 upvotes. It's not a lot. I think the community is slowly dying. We're diminishing because, back in the day, we used to get, really big Reddit posts getting like 1,000 plus upvotes. That doesn't happen anymore. So I don't know where everyone went. Maybe they quit because you're having to do the negative zone every single day. Also, PS, I'm wondering how many people are still doing this every day now. I instead of doing this at 11 o'clock at night when my timer was up, I waited for the morning. I'm just now pushed mine off so that my reset is in the morning. I can do it in the morning when I have my breakfast, that kind of thing, like my normal daily ritual. And this is when I do it. It's at a time that's good for me. Am I going to miss a day or two? Probably. Did I screw a few things up because of the timer? Maybe. So I'm just curious how many people are going to be doing this every day or thereabouts. I'm still doing it every day. This is my 3rd run, right? This is day 3. I think I've done the 3rd. And I'm still in the top 5k. That being said, I did core for Songbird. So you might have noticed a drop in my power cores, and that's because I fucked up. And I'm going to admit to me fucking up something right here that people are going to be like really shocked about. So I unlocked Songbird, and then I accidentally maxed her out to gear tier 20 because I went, with the bar, right? I went all the way across the bar, and I took her to gear tier 20. So now I'm forced to take her into Global Hero. I heard this is not a trap exactly. Like I can still salvage this by taking the other Liberty members, and it's fine. But that's basically she's going to replace my Emma Frost X-Men, is what I hear, and I'll just have to do the other 4 Liberty members now. At this point, I think is what's going on. So I did unlock Songbird. I don't have Victoria Hand yet, but she should be live later on today with the multiversal. Actually, in fact, isn't it in preview? Let's take a look at this. How many shards? How many milestones? 20 mile. Okay, so there's 100 shards, 5 milestones per. So as long as everyone, which is a global milestone, right? So really, you just need to kind of score this once, do the danger room a little bit, and then everyone should be walking away with 100 Victoria Hand shards. So I am not going to buy her from the Intel store because I'm just honestly avoiding spending Intel on the characters because I just want to see free to play, right? What's the general expectation in terms of getting these characters unlocked without spending Intel? That's just kind of my data that I am trying to collect here. Other than that, I don't think they need to do something about this arena thing, but they probably won't because it's Scopely, right? They don't pack. They very rarely backpedal. That's a huge deal. I think that's everything for just now, but also the danger room should be starting later on today. I realize you know what? I apologize, guys. I had this QR code from like another video just sitting in there. I don't know how long that was up. My bad. I'm not sponsoring a video here in today's video. I did record one on another. You see, I didn't notice that because I've been sick. My apologies, guys. It's not actually a sponsored video. So, anyways, moving on from that stupidity. And let's go on to check out... Actually, there's something in the data mines I want to show you really quick. And I don't know if this is going to be happening right away or not. But... Where's my data mines? There we go, data mines. So you can see down here. We have Strike Pass with... Strike Pass 86 with Victoria Hand shards. There's this like beginner noob Strike Pass now. It's going to have Annihilators in it. But this particular here is Harbinger Chapter B1, Negative Zone Harbinger, missions 9 through 12. So previously there was placeholders in the data mines for nodes 9 through 12. I believe it's still that way. But this came out on Thursday. So it made me wonder whether or not that this is going to be coming out next week or the week after. Next week is still part of that... the Odin event, right? So I don't know if they're going to drop missions 9 through 12 during the Odin leaderboard. Part of me thinks not. So this could be in a week and a half, which I guess would be about the first week of June, right? And that's when they're going to launch the nodes 9 through 12. I think that's maybe what they said was going to be. And it very well could be more associated with the Thunderbolts team, I guess, at that point. You can use any Harbinger character, so you can use Vigilantes or Thunderbolts, but my guess is that missions 9 through 12 will be more balanced towards the Thunderbolts characters, but that's just me. And that also suggests that we're going to be running this, like, I don't know, every single day for... Okay, I'm not going to lie. This is probably the closest I have ever been to quitting Marvel Strike Force. If they continue with the Negative Zone every single day, even into June, with the node rewards, it's just going to be absolutely killing. So I really hope that this is not the case, and they think about this, because even though you don't have to do it, the fact that it has a 23-hour cooldown and there's extra rewards on the nodes makes people believe that they should do it. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. Anyways, that's it for that. Let's go back to the data. And so for this, I am using dark mode. This is my JSON file data mine crap. And normally, actually, let's go into full screen mode as well. Let's go do this. Normally, I would have it in light mode, but that's when I'm comparing files. So I'm not actually comparing files here. Now, we're going to zoom in a little bit. Now, what you do need to look at is Quasar Trials Node 1. And then in this particular file, there's 10 difficulties. So you can see different power levels here in the separations with the commas and things like that. So we're going to be primarily looking at the characters on each node and then the power level that they have on difficulty 10. Now, keep in mind that the requirements for this typically is using the Harbinger character. You're using a lot of Vigilantes and Thunderbolts and Quasar. That's pretty much it. You're actually not using any other characters. You're using just these ones. So there are 8 nodes in this one as well on this first go. And I guess that's the whole shtick, right? Both with Negative Zone and with the Trials is that they're going to be starting with less nodes and then expanding on that later. So, node number 1 has a total power of, well, that's like over a million. No, that's over a billion, is it? 7 digits. That's eight digits. That's like a billion, I think. Beta Ray Bill, 584,000 power. Now, ignore this stuff because this is just the base to D0, D1, level 42. So, unfortunately, we don't have, at least with this file, what they are at difficulty 10. But we do have the kind of the how hard they're probably going to be. Beta Ray Bill, Havoc is like 916,000. Vol, Howard the Duck, Kang the Conqueror, Valkyrie, Jane Thor, Mighty Thor, Lalandra, Absorbing Man, Kang the Conqueror, Moonstone, Thor Infinity with a lot of enemies. Beta Ray Bill, Howard the Duck again, Kang the Conqueror again, Vol again, Valkyrie. Okay, I was like, that's a lot of enemies. How many enemies is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe it just looks like a lot. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 enemies. Okay, that seems like a lot. All right. Some Starjammers in there. Doesn't seem that bad. I mean, I guess it really depends. Are they going to have some of those weird spawn bullshit where they get like 3 turns of safeguard on spawn? Because I'm seeing this a lot in the negative zone, right? Which is intended for characters like Silver Sable, sorry, with the raid buffs and all that, so that she can quickly get rid of these buffs. I wonder if they're going to get like what I call cheat modes, is that they have stuff that they're not supposed to have. Trials node number 2, we have Lizard, Kahori, and it doesn't say there. I hate Kahori as a striker, actually. She's 881,000 here on difficulty 10. Green Goblin Classic, Spider-Man Pav, Lizard, so 2 lizards. Peter B. Parker, another Green Goblin Classic. We have Kraven the Hunter, so a lot of Sinister Six going on here as well. I don't know if that's a big deal, I guess, unless they have enhanced speed bar here for Vigilantes, because Punisher does, well, punish, does punish these characters, right? Penny Parker, Spider Slayer, Miss Marvel Classic, Medusa. So kind of older characters so far. Absolute A-Force would be like the newest. Medusa, Penny Parker. Quasar Trials node number 3. We have Lalandra. We have, again, we have Patriots. So we got some Liberty. 2 Patriots. 886,000. Peggy Carter. Spider-Man Pav. That's probably for vulnerabilities, because Pav does like on spawn vulnerabilities, so that's probably what's going on. Falcon Joaquin. Okay, so like full on Liberty. Sam Wilson, Penny Parker. They're loving their Penny Parkers for some reason. Howard the Duck. Thanos Endgame. Okay. First time here. 2 Thanos Endgames. Another Patriot. Lalandra again, and Peggy Carter again. Okay, so Liberty, some Pennies, some Spire Society, and some Thanos Endgames. Node number 4. We have some Night Stalkers. We have Man-Thing. We have one. Man-Thing, Zombie Iron Man. We have Zombie Iron Man again. So those bleed mechanics with the mind control, that kind of stuff. We have Hela here as well. We have Oath, Black Panther Shuri, Captain Britain. Okay, all right, that could be interesting. Now, maybe not. So we have to keep in mind that the buffs that are going to be active during this run, is going to be Raids and War, if you're running that for the Quasar buffs. Those are the 2 game modes that are active in Trials with the packs. Okay, Blade. So Raids, I guess Raid stuff for Night Stalkers or any of the other former characters, even Spider Society, right? Hank Pym, Zombie Juggernaut, Nimrod, Abomination, that's not really a big deal. Zombie Iron Man, that's like that 4 Zombie Iron Mans, and keep in mind that with Hela, you're gonna have to kill Hela first, otherwise they just keep coming back, right? Zombie Juggernaut, Hank Pym, Oath, and Hela. Some of the Hela at the end. I'm surprised there's no Zombie Scarlet Witch in here at all, but there we go. And then node number 5, we do have Nimrod, Spider Weaver, Darkhawk, Nova. Nowhere could be tricky. Actually, with war buffs, they are kind of tough. This is a 610,000 Nova. Omega Sentinel, Iron Man Infinity War, Nimrod, Korg, Thor Infinity. Yes, so like a whole slew of nowhere characters, and some Orcus lined in with Spider Weaver, Omega Sentinel again, Ironheart MCU, Iron Man Infinity War again, Nimrod, more Nimrods, Cosmo, there we go, finally, and another Nova, and Spider Weaver Nimrod. Okay, so a lot of Orcas, a lot of Spider Weavers, a lot of Nowhere characters here in this one, which is going to be a lot more challenging, I think, with those war buffs activated. Unless you skip that, because if you're not really using Quasar much in this, then maybe there might be a way around that to make it a little bit easier. We won't know until we actually go live with this. Node number 6, we have Kahori, we have Medusa, we have Null. Almost a 1 million power Null here. This will be interesting because that's quite a tough character for sure, and this could be very difficult. Thanos Endgame as well, Gladiator, Gore. Okay, so we have like that combo of Annihilators, which is going to block vulnerabilities, which is a big part of the kits for the Vigilante characters as well. So that could be really tough. Medusa, Red Goblin, Miss Marvel Classic, another Thanos Endgame, another Gore, Silver Sable for some reason, probably to fuck you with the with her ultimate, right? That's going to be loaded and it's going to remove your buffs and things because you're going to have the raid pact activated. So that will be not that fun. Kahori, Medusa. Okay, so they're using a lot of Absolute A-Force I'm seeing in a lot of the nodes here. And also some Thanos. And then I think this... no, we have node number 7 here. Panda Pool Magic. That's... Why Magic? Why Magic? She's not even that strong. She's like 520,000. What's the point of that? Deadpool, Omega Red Phoenix. Is there going to be a Phoenix? Is that why? Because Magic's going to bring back a Phoenix. We have Omega Red Phoenix at almost a billion power. Almost at 1 million power. Deathpool, Colossus, Phoenix. Yep. So if Magic doesn't die, then I guess. But it would be like a Magic version of Dark Phoenix, isn't it? I don't know. Gambit, Old Man Logan could be interesting. Oh, especially with the war buffs. Old Man Logan, Dakin, like all of this bullshit, and all the bullshit with the Mercs for money. That could be a problem, actually. Nightcrawler, and with raids, right? We have Nightcrawler forged with the Extreme X-Men, another X-Men characters in here, another Magic, another Colossus, Phoenix, Omega Red Phoenix, a second Omega Red Phoenix. Now, we've dealt with Omega Red Phoenixes using Vigilantes right now in the negative zone, and so a lot of that's just going to be like stunning them, making sure that they're stunned and controlled. And then finally, in the final node, we have Cosmic, Ghost Rider, Man-Thing, Shadow King. Okay, could be interesting because of the war buffs. Odin, of course. We couldn't go anywhere without Odin. Now, this is not impossible, right? Because we're currently seeing this right now in the negative zone in the final node, where you just kind of got to pile up on Odin and then kill him before he takes a turn. And that's basically what it is. Emma Frost, X-Men. We have an Oath. We have a Black Knight. Now, hopefully Black Knight is not there right on spawn with Odin. Maybe it won't be a big deal with Silver Sable, actually. We'll have to see. Another Black Knight, Ancient One, Starbrand, Spider Weaver, Cosmic Ghost Rider, Leader, Black Knight again. So that's a lot of Black Knights. Dormammu. This is not going to matter because Hitmonkey actually just eliminates this. You might have already noticed this from node number 8. It does not matter. They cannot revive. So the Dormammu thing's pretty pointless. And another Oath there. So those are the nodes for the upcoming Quasar trials. My apologies for not putting it into a neater spreadsheet or anything like that. Obviously, I'm still a bit under the weather, but I wanted to get this information to you guys and just see what you guys think about some of the stuff that's going on. So let me know in your comments down below. We talked about 3 things today. We talked about the arena, L4 credits, the training modules, things like that, and why that's going to be a lot worse once the flip goes, which is going to be very soon. Also, Negative Zone, running that every single day. Are you doing that? How are you feeling about this current leaderboard event and also the Quasar trials? So that's going to be it for now, everyone, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you'll be greatly helping out the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.